En la página 129, page 129, we got a little bit of pronunciation practice. Try to work this microphone again, get it where I want it to be. There we go. Pronunciation of the Spanish P. Notice that the first section is the Spanish P, the second section is the Spanish T. Both of those, in English we call them plosives because we puff air out as we say them. We say P and T, and they have this puff of air with them. In Spanish that doesn't happen. So the trick is to breathe, to hold your breath in as you're saying those letters so you don't get a puffy sound or a T sound to either of those letters. So practice these phrases over and over again until you get the smooth sound. The problem is, to the untrained ear, the P without the air sounds almost like the B, and it can confuse people into thinking it's a B sometime. But just listen for the slight difference. It's not a B, it's a P. The first line goes like this: Paco prefiere papas fritas. Second one goes: Mi esposa está un poco preocupada. The third line: Piden pollo y pastel. Spanish T, same thing. You want to get the T with no air going through. Cristina está en Guatemala. También tienen torta. Tito está a dieta. Spanish C. Hard C when it's ka, ko, and ku. Soft C if it's a se or a C. But we're just doing the hard C sound here. First one: Carlos come camarones. And again, you're trying to hold the air in on these. ¿Cuánto cuesta el café? And the third one: Carmen Acosta está en Cancún. The Spanish Q, this is how we get the K and the ki sounds. Because if you put an E or an I after the letter C, you get a soft sound. Say, si. The only way to get the sounds, to make the sound units K and ki, are to use the Q, the Q-U-E and the Q-U-I. So the first question is: ¿Qué quiere Quique? Second one is: Roque Quintana come queso. And the third one: ¿Quién quiere quesadillas? And on pages 130 and 131 we have several pictures, en imágenes and images, algunos alimentos regionales y platos típicos, says the title. Some regional foods and typical dishes. And the first picture, we have el pozole mexicano tiene sus raíces en la cocina azteca. And I just did a whole bunch of Spanish theta there. El pozole mexicano tiene sus raíces en la cocina azteca. That is a really, really delicious dish. Pozole. Look up the recipe. Make yourself some of that sometime. Mexican pozole has its roots in Aztec cooking. Second picture has a bunch of chili peppers there. Los chiles son un alimento de origen americano. Chilies are food of American origin. And the third picture: El maíz es un alimento de origen americano. Corn is a food of American origin too. And on page 131 you've got four pictures. The top picture says: La comida Tex-Mex de raíces mexicanas populariza hoy la cocina mexicana en Europa y en América. Tex-Mex food with Mexican roots popularizes today Mexican cooking in Europe and in America. The second picture says: Los frijoles usados por los aztecas desde el siglo X fueron introducidos en Sudamérica por los incas. Frijoles, beans. You look down at the bottom of the page there, it's got the number 1. You look down at the bottom of the page and you can see lots of words for beans. Habichuelas, porotos, judías, y caraotas. So it says beans used by the Aztecs since the 10th century were introduced in South America by the Incas. Or by the Inca, I guess we would say in Los Incas. I don't know if it's singular or plural in English. Third dish there: la tortilla es un entrante por excelencia. And it looks like it's supposed to be a tortilla española. America. That's interesting. It could be a tortilla española, but they put America after that too. It's a special Spanish dish, very typical from Spain. Usually made with patatas and huevos. Then the fourth picture: en Colombia y en Venezuela, las arepas son para muchos un sustituto del pan. In Colombia and in Venezuela, arepas are, for many people, a substitute for bread.